Here are the top 10 best, the worst, the biggest, and the smallest LEGO Minecraft sets. So this is everything in one. You'll find out a lot about LEGO Minecraft. Let's get started with the best. Here are the top 10 LEGO sets of all time. Let's do this. Spot number 10 goes to the Illager Raid. It's an awesome set with some pretty cool minifigures. With minifigures like the Ravager or the Pillager Captain. It's also good for making desert villages, as you have a well and a villager house. But to make a proper village, you probably need like 5 of these sets. But it still makes an awesome standalone set. Spot number 9 goes to the First Adventure. This set is set in the mines and it has a lot of precious ores, as well as having some mobs from Minecraft Earth. But the thing I really like about it is that it's a bit like the mine. It's got different layers to it and that makes it really fun to play with. And the minecart track makes it so it can connect to other things as well. So I think it's an awesome all-round set. Spot number 8 goes to the Ruin Portal. The Ruin Portal is an awesome set and it comes with some quite cool minifigures, such as the Wither Skeleton, which I've always wanted. Plus, how you can make the portal turn on and off is really cool. The only problem I have with the set is the baby Hoglin. And for obvious reasons. Spot number 7 goes to the First Night. This is one of Minecraft's first LEGO sets. And it's pretty much the only real house we've got in LEGO Minecraft. And I'm not counting those mob houses. You know how I feel about them. One of the best things about this set is that it also had in the back of the instructions ways you could make it into different builds. That was the time when LEGO Minecraft was a very creative theme. Why couldn't it be more like that now? But anyways, this set would fit really well into a Minecraft world and would look like a First Night house. Well, the First Night house of a pro. But that takes spot number 7. In spot number 6, we have the Llama Village. Now, the Llama Village is an amazing set with some pretty cool minifigures, as well as having quite a large llama build in the middle. With over 1,000 pieces, it's a really good set with some great things. I feel like it really inspires creativity in some ways, and has an awesome interior. So let's move on. Number 5, we have The Mine. This one's a really old set, coming out as one of the first LEGO Minecraft sets ever. Of course, it wasn't one of the Micro World sets, so it was one of the first proper LEGO Minecraft sets. It was extremely huge for the theme at that time because it had just started. With over 900 pieces, it was really tall and had some really cool features. It had the minecart track and everything, which was really well made, and the way that it was almost like modular, I also loved, because you could take each piece out individually. That's something that I think LEGO Minecraft requires more of, because it added creativity and made it a bit more fun to do. I really like how they've made the set in the layers and everything, and I really think how they've done it, just making it look like you're going down further into a mine, it just makes it insane with everything on top and everything. I just love this set. In spot number 4, we have the Fortress. Now this one is quite old as well, and it's also quite big, coming in at just over 900 pieces. I think it's a really cool set and really big for the theme. It's really creative, making it so you can make it into any formation you want, and that just adds that spark of creativity and makes it just that little bit more fun. I love how they've done that, and how they have the printed banners and everything is also really cool. It also has some really cool minifigures, such as the full golden armored Steve, but I think they could have done a little bit more with the minifig selection, being it's only like some skeletons, a horse, a pig, and a Steve. I think they could have done more with that, as it is quite a big set. But now that it's retired, it can be quite expensive, but I still think it would have been one of the best LEGO Minecraft sets ever made. In spot number 3, we have the Ocean Monument. This is quite a cool set with over 1,000 pieces, and it has some really cool minifigures. It's very accurate to the game, and I like the sizing that they've done for it. It's a good set and made really well, and it has some cool features, such as how it can open up to reveal the gold. I like how they've made this set, and I love the minifigures that they have for it. I really hope that we get more Ocean Monument or Ocean sets in the future, because stuff like the Guardian Battle was cool. Maybe a little bit controversial, but it is the Mountain Cave. Now, the Mountain Cave is a really big set. The biggest LEGO Minecraft set of all time, in fact. It has some really good minifigures. It has over 2,000 pieces, which no other LEGO Minecraft set has done before, and it's expensive. That's quite a lot to talk about. So, first of all, the minifigures. The minifigures can be quite expensive nowadays because it is retired, but it has some really cool ones, such as the giant slime, the hostile walls, and things like that. I think they didn't laze out on the minifig selection for the Mountain Cave, and they made it really good. And as for the build itself, it's really tall, really big, and monstrous. It has a huge minecart track going down the whole thing, and it's quite cool if you make Steve ride down it all. As well as that, there's some parts that can come apart and you can like rebuild some of the top parts, which I think is really cool, and it has some play features around the place. Also, featured inside it is a light brick, which I think is super cool because LEGO doesn't usually do that anymore. It means you can light up the lava, the redstone, and things like that. I really like how they've done that, and I think they've just made an amazing set with this one. And in spot number 1, we have the village. The village is an amazing set and has some really cool features. The overall set is really accurate to the game as it was in 2016, and just how they've made it is really cool. The way that you can take all the village houses apart to make the village seem bigger is also really good, and also the minifigures are pretty good as well. It has all the farm animals, it has the villagers, everything you'll really need for a village set. It was really big and they didn't laze out on anything on it. I think we do need a better village set that's more updated, but this one is really cool, but it can be quite expensive because it is retired now. And it might be a controversial decision, but I think the village is just a little bit better than the mountain cave, just accuracy-wise and looks-wise, and it being a natural structure. They're still awesome sets, so those were the best, but what about the worst? So, here are the top 10 worst LEGO Minecraft sets of all time. Let's go. Number 10 goes to the Wool Farm. Now, the Wool Farm is quite a creative set, as you can make the sheep into all sorts of different models. But as a set, it feels quite bland. And I think there could have been more detail in the set, such as the shears looking more like LEGO Minecraft shears, instead of just looking like scissors. This is still a pretty good set, and is quite accurate to the game, other than those shears. But I just feel it could have been more detailed, and it just feels a bit bland. Spot number 9 goes to the Mushroom Island. Now don't get me wrong, this is quite a cool set, as it has the mushroom biome, and it's the only set to have that biome in. But it just keeps to the nature of the mushroom biome in the game. It's quite bland and boring, and doesn't really have anything that makes it stand out. And other than 2 mushrooms, there's not really much to this set. So playability isn't very good. Plus, because it's a mushroom island biome, it wouldn't really incorporate very well in the LEGO Minecraft world. Still a nice set though. Spot number 8 goes to the Skull Arena. This set came out in 2018 and is actually an okay set. The problem I have is that the build just isn't very good. And I really don't think this battle arena fits inside LEGO Minecraft world. And the only really good minifigure you get in it is the Killer Bunny. It's still not the worst set of all time though, so that's why it's up here on the list. Spot number 7 goes to the Mushroom House. This set came out quite recently, and isn't actually the worst set. If I'm being honest, it just feels really bland and not very fun. And the only thing that I'd buy it for is that spider jockey. Because being honest, that mushroom build is kind of useless. And that's why that takes spot number 7. Spot number 6 goes to the Fox Lodge. Just by looking at it, you can tell why I don't like it. It's another mob house. And not the best one either. It's really small and kind of useless if you're trying to make a world. And although playability is okay, and it could be okay for a standalone set, I just don't really like it. And you all know my opinions on those mob houses. Spot number 5 goes to the Abandoned Mine. If I'm being honest, the Abandoned Mine just feels like every single Minecraft set. Like the cave, or the dungeon, or the mine, or the first adventure. We have loads and loads of cave sets. And the Abandoned Mine is one of those that feels like we've got it 100 times before. But the only reason I buy it is for that slime. It looks kind of cool. Spot number 4 goes to the Panda Nursery. I know it has pandas in, but the set itself is really bland. Consisting of only a small little tower in the middle of a plains? That's kind of boring. I meant jungle, not plains. The only reason this isn't higher up on the list is just because it has those pandas in. But it is on this list though because it is quite a bland set. Spot number 3 goes to the Iron Golem. Despite it having an Iron Golem, this set was boring. All it had was a zombie, a few iron blocks with a pumpkin on it, and just this plains biome. And I know the whole set was revolved around that one Iron Golem, but it just feels too boring as a set itself. You'll notice a trend here is that a lot of these sets are really bland, and not very fun to play with. And that's why the Iron Golem gets on this list. Spot number 2 goes to the Pillager Outpost. I know people might get mad at me for this one, but I think it is. To be honest, it was really disappointing. because all we got were the outside builds of an outpost, and then they just called it the Pillager Outpost. This is a society if LEGO Minecraft would actually make a Pillager Outpost. Jokes aside, I think this set is a really big disappointment and they could have done something really good with the Pillager Outpost. Spot number 1 goes to the End Battle. This one's kind of obvious. This Ender Dragon is really bad. And the setting you get in isn't very good either. It's got this tiny little tower in it, so it's barely even playable. And the dragon is just really ugly and just doesn't look good. And that's why it's the top of this list. But I guess you do get a code for a skin in-game. But that doesn't really help the fact that this dragon looks awful. Now some more not opinionated but real facts information, the biggest and the smallest. Let's start with the biggest. Here are the top 10 biggest LEGO Minecraft sets of all time. Let's go! So spot number 10 goes to the Waterfall Base. This set came out on February 17th, 2017. And with 729 pieces, this set was an average size set. And also containing some rare minifigs such as the Black Cat. It is now retired and can be quite expensive, but is still number 10 on this list. Spot number 9 goes to the Red Barn. Coming out earlier this year on the 1st of June 2022, it's a pretty good set. Containing 799 pieces, so very close to 800 pieces, this set was also quite an average size set. But I also like this set because it can be put into a LEGO Minecraft world and look pretty cool. It also contains some pretty cool minifigures such as the goat or the farming villager. Spot number 8 goes to the Creeper Mine. This set came out on August 19th, 2019, and being honest was an awesome set. Having 834 pieces, this set was quite a large set for LEGO Minecraft. The big problem about the set is that it can't really be made into Minecraft very well. And believe me, I've tried. But it can be attached by minecart tracks to other LEGO Minecraft sets. Spot number 7 goes to the Modern Treehouse. This set was also quite recent, coming out on August 1st, 2021. It was a pretty good set containing 909 pieces. But quite hyped up because it was quite a large set and we hadn't had one for quite a while. The only problem with this set is that it doesn't seem very accurate to the game, like some of the glass panes are huge pieces which doesn't really fit with Minecraft. Spot number 6 goes to the Mine. Coming out on November 14th, 2014, this set is very old. It was one of the first LEGO Minecraft sets ever made, and at that time was the biggest. But obviously, as it's number 6 on this list, you can see over the years it has been overtaken by several different sets. But at the time, in 2014, this set was really popular. Spot number 5 goes to the Fortress. Coming out on September 16th, 2016, this set was awesome. It contained 984 pieces, and although the main build was a fortress, you could make it into whatever build you wanted. So this set was extremely creative and really fitted with the LEGO Minecraft theme. And it also contained Steve with golden armour, which used to be quite rare. It also looks really cool and would fit really well into a LEGO Minecraft world. Spot number 4 goes to the Ocean Monument. Coming out on August 17th, 2017, this set was really good. It had 1,122 pieces, which at the time was huge. It also contained the Guardian and Elder Guardian, which used to be very rare, but not so rare now thanks to the Guardian battle, but they're still awesome minifigures. There is still a rare minifigure that it contains, and that minifigure is the squid. I hope one day I can get my hands on this set, as it's an awesome set. Spot number 3 goes to the Llama Village. Now this set is very, very recent. Coming out on June 1st, 2022, it had 1,252 pieces. It was really big, but the one problem is it's basically another mob house. And the village parts you get, I don't think even exist in the game. Although because of its size, I can give this one a pass. Also because the interior of the llama is awesome. Spot number 2 goes to the Village. Coming out on June 16th, 2016, This set is very old, but it was huge, containing 1,600 pieces. This is an awesome set. It was super accurate to the game and would fit into a LEGO Minecraft world amazingly. And at the time, the piece count seemed unbeatable. But that's until spot number 1 came around, and that goes to the Mountain Cave. This set came out on July 17th, 2017, and is still the biggest LEGO Minecraft set of all time. Containing 2,863 pieces, this set was a giant. It's so rare now though. As it's retired, it can now cost up to 1,800 quid. And that's a really expensive LEGO set. Those are the biggest, what about the smallest? So, here are the top 10 smallest LEGO Minecraft sets of all time. Let's go. In spot number 10 we have the Alex and Chicken Big Fig. With 160 pieces, this is quite a small set. It contains 2 little Big Fig things, being an Alex with a diamond sword and a little chicken. They're both super cute and I think it's a really cool set. The sword is quite amazing and looks really cool, and I think it's quite cool that they have a larger version of it for this Big Fig. I really like how they've done this, and it's a great set, although it is quite small, but that's kind of what it is with the Big Fig series. Still not as small as some of the other sets at the bottom of the list. In spot number 9, we have the Steve and Parrot Big Fig. Coming out on January 19th, 2019, this set had 159 pieces, so it only had 1 piece less than the Alex and Chicken. So they're around the same size, but this one contained a stone pickaxe instead of a diamond sword. It's quite cool and really nice to see, and we have some other tools that are made for the Big Figs, which is quite cool. The parrot also looks quite accurate to the game and is made really well. I really like how they've done the parrot as well. In spot number 8, we have the Pig and Baby Zombie Big Fig. So this one came out on January 20th, 2020. And with the same piece count of 159 pieces, either of these could be smaller or bigger. But I'm going to say this one's smaller, as just the Big Fig is a bit smaller, being a pig and a baby zombie, whereas the other one is a Steve and a parrot, which looks bigger, so I'm just going to say this one's smaller. It's quite a nice set, quite accurate, and does look quite cute. The baby zombie especially is quite cute, and it can ride the pig like it can in the game. So that's this amazing set. Let's move on. And in spot number 7, we have the Skeleton and Magma Cube Big Fig. So this is a really big pattern here with the Skeleton and Magma Cube. They have all of these Big Figs, and then they just have some super small sets. So this part is mostly Big Figs, with this one also coming out on January 19th, 2019, and having 142 pieces. It's quite a small set, but it's quite cute as well, because you have that Magma Cube, which is also quite cool, because it can jump and everything, as well as having like the skeleton, which is well made, and has that bow and arrow, which also looks amazing, and I really like how they have that Big Fig accessory. Let's move on. In spot number 6, we have the Coral Reef. Coming out on January 1st, 2021, this is quite a cool set. It's quite small as well, so it has a really small box. I have the set myself, and it was a tiny box. But it's still a really cool set and quite a fun build. It's also really good value for money with a drowned on the tortoise shell, and it also has a pufferfish, a baby pufferfish, and an Alex with a turtle shell on her head. That is insane and really well done, with some great value in this set, because it's only like £9, and that's amazing value for a set. But it only has 92 pieces, so it is a really small set, and that's why it can have that cheaper price. And in spot number 5, we have the Nether Fight. Coming out on January 18th, 2018, this set had 84 pieces. It's quite a small set, even smaller than the Coral Reef, but also has great value just like the Coral Reef did. Coming with a zombie pigman, with a skeleton, and an Alex with armor on, it's an amazing value set and has some really cool minifigures. This is the kind of thing we need more of in LEGO Minecraft, because you can get some great sets for a cheap price with some amazing minifigures. And I think that's just amazing, especially with these sets from quite a while ago, but they're still great value. And in spot number 3, we have the Tigger Adventure. Coming out on January 20th, 2020, this set was tiny. It keeps getting smaller and smaller, but this set was so small. It came with a fox, which was a bit questionable. Didn't really like the fox, I just used the cat mold, which was quite annoying. And it also came with a dog, which was quite cute. The set only had 74 pieces, so it was tiny, but it was still great value with some cool minifigures, although that fox could have been fixed. And in spot number 2, we have the Watermelon Farm, a really small set that used to be the smallest of all time. It had 69 pieces, a bit of an odd number, but it's still quite a cute set, and it has some watermelons, a villager, and a Steve that can ride a pig with the carrot. It's quite a cute set and has some really cool stuff in it. I really like the set. Let's move on. And finally, in spot number 1, we have the Swamp Adventure. Coming out just this year on January 1st, 2023, this is now the smallest LEGO Minecraft set of all time. It only has 65 pieces, which is tiny for a LEGO Minecraft set. It's still got some quite good minifigs, such as the frog. That was a really cute minifigure, and I think they've done it really well, and I'm really happy that we got it for quite an affordable price. It's a really cute set, and